Hello, all you amazing and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel. I Stand Alone Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Final Fantasy X. So, with that being said, normally I do 2 episodes per week for Final Fantasy Fridays, but I feel like we will beat this one today. So, I think we'll only be able to get 1 episode done before the end of the episode. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. I'm probably going to skip this fight, and I'll see you guys soon. So in the last episode, we defeated Seymour right there at the top of the steps, and once you defeat him, you unlock this area. Once you get into this area, there's a door here. What I recommend, basically what it says, is that you have to do 6 battles for the first door. Once you defeat the battles, you actually have to complete them. You can go ahead and open the first door. There will be a second door. That door is 8 battles. And then once you defeat that second door, there will be a third door for 5 battles. So with that all together, it's about 19 battles, but there's an item behind it that you should definitely get. Let's go ahead and do some of these battles. There is a few new monsters in this back area. So we'll definitely showcase some of those as we come across them. But that being said, just got to keep doing some battles. So of course we get some of these easier ones. Pull out Waka for this. Finish this off quick. Or Orin decides to kill somebody. And basically what you can do is just sit right here and start farming. So prove my point. Want you to kill 7 more fiends for the first door. Go ahead and kill 7 more. With that being said, you can see that this guy is a handful. Once you defeat him, he drops a giant meteor that will probably one-shot your entire party, except for maybe Orin if he has full health. So, what I recommend, go ahead and guard with these 2, bring back Titus, and flee. If you want to kill him, you can kill him. You could probably cast Shell and protect on yourself and survive it, but it's a lot of work for something you could get quicker. So, but as you can see, it didn't affect the door at all. So let's go ahead and get some more battles. But the Behemoth was also in the last zone, so he's not anything new, but definitely recommend you avoid fighting him still. Alright, so this is one of the newer guys, and he's not super tough, but he can be a handful if you don't know what you're doing. Basically what he does, his first move, is he goes ahead and casts Doom on somebody. Doom is essentially death, but it's like turn-based, so there's like 4 turns, I believe it is, before you are considered to be dead. So you have 4 turns basically to kill this guy. Good thing is, if you unlock Holy, super effective against him. Boom, look at that damage. I'm pretty sure he's immune to all the armor breaks and stuff like that. Go ahead and cast Doom. So as I said, it's about 4 turns. But we should be able to down him right here. Now, Holy does take a boatload of MP, even with half cost. So keep that in mind. We'll at some point sell some of our weapons and armor, but for now, we're just going to roll with it. So essentially, you just got to get through all the battles. And this guy is basically a monolith. But go ahead and check on him. He's a demonolith. But basically he's actually really tough. He's got a lot of HP. He's not tough in the sense that like he hits like a truck. He just has this AoE breath move that can petrify your whole party. And if you don't have stone proof or anything like that, he can be a handful to deal with. I recommend while you're trying to progress through this area and open those doors that you just run from him. At least until you get the doors open. Last thing you want to do is lose your fight and have to start all over again and get all the doors open. If you flee, nothing happens. If you die, you start over from scratch. So better to just flee, get the easy battles in, and keep it moving. So we saw these guys before. Probably gonna skip this fight. I'll probably do a few more battles. If there's a new monster, I'll show it. If not, I will show us opening the door. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so this is one of the newer guys, and he is pretty tough. So first things first, he's got 95,000 health. A lot of health for a regular monster. As far as I can tell, he doesn't have any like weaknesses, like elemental wise. I believe Holy will do a decent amount of damage, but not enough to warrant using it. I believe Armor Break is your best way to go. Holy did actually pretty good, so let's go ahead and do Armor Break. Now Titus should be able to do some damage. Maybe not. It does say try Armor Break, so I mean, maybe I'll do it again and see if he loses armor. But he does have a very difficult move set that causes a lot of AoE damage. So keep that in mind as you're trying to progress through this battle. Try a second Armor Break here and see what happens. Not much. It says try Armor Break. It's not really doing anything. As you can see, he just smacked Yuna melee for fucking 2100 dome. 2100 dome. 2100 damage. So definitely hits pretty hard. Pretty sure you can use Power Break on him. You cannot. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it definitely says try Armor Break. It should increase your melee damage. Orin does a decent amount with the piercing. But this move right here, that's the one I remember hurting. Hits your whole party for about 1500. You know, it's not nothing to sneeze at, so keep an eye out for that. But as you can see, we've been beating on this guy for a while now. He still has 37,000 health, so definitely a tough one. Keep using Holy. And keep attacking. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. You definitely gotta get Yuna back up. Get Yuna back up. Could go ahead here and use a Mega Potion if you'd like. I recommend that if you are still on the doors, you might want to skip this one and stick to the easier battles. It'll go quicker, and you don't have to worry about dying. But yeah, if you want to fight him, go ahead and fight him. He's not like super tough. There's no like statuses you got to worry about or anything like that. He just hits really hard, and he's got a lot of health, so it takes a while to kill him. But as you can see, it can be done. See ya. Nope, just like that, he's down. And I believe that is also our last battle. Let's go ahead and check the door real quick. Fiends are freed, door opens. There will be a second door, as I said before. Now I want you to defeat 8 more fiends. So let's go ahead and farm those, and I will see you guys in a second. Alright, so here we are at the second door. We've done enough battles. Let's go ahead and open it. Once you open the second door, there'll be a third door. And then there's a few more battles before you can open door number 3. 14 fiends, holy crap. So we'll be back fairly shortly. At least it'll feel like it shortly for you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and do these 14 battles. I'll see you then. Alright, so here we are, third and final door. We need one more fiend. Let's go ahead and do that. But before we get into the next battle, there's one thing I want to mention. Each and every fiend that you fight, even if there's 3 in one battle, count towards the door. So if there's 3 fiends in the fight, it'll count 3 towards the door. So just another reason to fight some of the weaker monsters and run from the hard ones.
Live and let live.
Because you're spending a lot more time trying to kill a heavy or a big monster that has a lot of health, whereas you can take down 3 of the smaller guys pretty easy and move on. Just like that. So here we go, we got our last 3 guys. We're gonna go ahead and leave this battle in. Go ahead and see if we can finish these guys off pretty quickly. I try to one-shot the mushrooms, get them out of the way, and take care of the flying guy. Now that those guys are out of the way, we can get through the third door here and see what's behind. So once the third door opens, there's a treasure chest. Go in, you get a level 4 key sphere. Not the greatest of gifts, but definitely nice to have. They're pretty hard to come by at this stage of the game unless you're doing some of the side quests and stuff like that. We'll definitely dive into that post game, but with that being said, I recommend leaving, going to the save sphere, getting all your health back up, and then coming back in for a deep dive into the next area.
I'll be right back.
So let's go ahead and run from this guy. We showcased all of the fights, so we probably won't show any more fights, but we will be going through the next area. So let's go ahead and touch the sphere. We're going to go ahead and toss in a save. And let's keep it moving. So now that we finally beat those doors, nothing holding us back. Just keep on running through. Move up here. Head on up, go down this way. Now I believe if you go over here, you can actually push this bridge down. See, there's a chest on the other side. Go ahead and grab this chest. We get a defending bracer. So as you can see, this is for Orin. It's dark proof and death proof. Definitely pretty good. But for what we're doing for the rest of the game, or the rest of the storyline, we probably won't need it. So I'm going to keep it just because I've been keeping stuff and throwing out like the some of the stuff that we got in like the very beginning of the game, where they only have like 1 bar open, and we just keep pushing forward. So go up this way. There is a few traps in this area. I'm not entirely sure where all the traps are, but there are some traps. Chest down here. 20,000 gil. Little pedestal there. You push on the pedestal. There's another chest over here. HP sphere. Now, if you look at your map, it says that we can go this way. Down here, there's another chest. Vent sphere. And another pedestal here, or a teleporter, whatever the hell you want to call them. Keep it moving. Now I'm pretty sure this is where they start giving you traps. As you can see, there is a treasure chest down there. However, we can't get there just yet. So if you head over this way, go onto there, pushes you down. Come up here. There's this little cutoff. And this is the last save sphere for the final boss. Or the last save sphere in the storyline. So let's go ahead and save it here. Overwrite, yes, of course. And then if you want, take another trip over to this side. And you can grab that other treasure chest. The one that's down on the bottom here. And there we get another chest. We get the Aeon. So as you can see, it says SOS Overdrive. It's a decent weapon. We'll probably end up selling it. Once we get in the post game, we'll definitely be diving into Overdrive and things like that. But I'm pretty sure this is a trap, and it originally slides you down there. But all you gotta do is climb back up, head back to the save sphere. I'm gonna go ahead and toss another save in. Now once you go in here, cutscene. And this is the point of no return. So once you get past this door, there's nothing left between you and the boss. So make sure you are fully prepared to do whatever it takes to get through the boss. Go ahead and run up. Go ahead, enter. And you're on this little map. So the only downside is you run into these little situations with the camera angle. You want to run around basically and grab these items. You don't necessarily need to grab the items, but you get hit with one of these icicles, you'll be put into a battle like so. And the battle is usually something very difficult that you do not want to be part of. You can go ahead and flee. And there is one other monster in here that we would like to showcase. So hopefully we can get into that. So the only downside is the camera angles here. I like to run away like this, and then you can see where they spawn. You can just run up to them. Sometimes you don't have enough time. I definitely recommend fleeing from a boss. Well, I'm not a boss. Like monsters like that. There is one I want to showcase if it decides to show its face. Got a Night Lance. That's not it either.
I won't go so
I'm
easy.
not sure if we're gonna get to see it. But basically you get a bunch of items here. And there's no real reason why they give you these items. I just think it's kind of like one last hurrah, I guess, before you get into the thick of it. And I think you have to collect 10 of these in order to get to the next area. The one cool thing is about some of these items, like you can see this one's Infinity, she's got sensor and 1 MP cost. 1 MP cost is amazing for any character. It doesn't matter if you're a caster or anything like that, because it also reduces stuff like mug, armor break, everything is only 1 MP cost. So if you can get that for any character, it's a very good thing to have. So eventually, like I said, we will be making our own weapons and stuff like that, and unlocking there's super weapons in this game, so we'll definitely be getting into that. So I think the higher the number, the harder the monsters you fight.
I'll be right back.
I think it's around 7 or 8 is when we run into the guy that I want to showcase. As you can see, the higher the number gets, more crystals show up. Just keep grabbing these things. Flee from him. You can just flee from all these battles if you don't feel like battling. We're gonna collect this one, and before we collect number 10, can you grab that? Thank you. Death Strike. That's pretty cool. We'll pick it up just to have it. Nothing too spectacular, but we'll grab it to have it. So I think 9 here is when we want to get hit with one of these spikes. Ooh, that is not the bad boy we wanted to see. But let's go ahead and take a look at him. He's only got 80,000 health, but I was not expecting to see him, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and run from this.
Live and let live.
Maybe it is 20 altogether, but let's go ahead and grab the 10th one. We got Harunting, SOS Overdrive for Titus. Okay, so it is 10. Once you hit 10, you get flung off into a cutscene. And just like that, you come face to face to the man himself.
You're late, Auron. I know. Hey.
Huh?
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah, but you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Well, then, I mean, you know. Let's end this.
Dad,
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing though, when it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
I promise this will be quick! Hit me with all you got, Dad!
And just like that, you are thrust into a battle against the final Aeon. So there's a few things I recommend. One, for the first phase, ignore the pylons. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, you want to be able to take out the pylons quicker and easier when the time arises. First stage of his fight isn't super difficult. First thing, haste. Always a good thing on any boss fight. Second thing, make sure you're doing as much damage to the boss as humanly possible. Unit's got double cast. We're going to go ahead and use mental break immediately with Orn. I'm pretty sure the higher this guy's overdrive bar is, the more damage he does. So keep that in mind as you're going through this heal, but that goes for both phases. So definitely a tough fight. All right, we went and cast mental break, do double flare again. Apparently mental break didn't do anything. You can go ahead and talk to him, and it'll reduce his overdrive bar. but I believe you can only do it twice, so use it sparingly. Sometimes his overdrive isn't too ridiculous, and other times it can be. So I mean, it's roll the dice. So you just want to pile on the damage, try to get him through that first phase, and the second phase is when you want to pull out all the stops and try to get him down as quick as possible. If he gets a full overdrive, you can go ahead and talk to him then.
I won't lose.
Takes away all of his overdrive. Like I said, I feel like you can only do this twice though, so use it sparingly. Make sure you're using your time wisely too. So, I mean, not much I can really say other than that, but basically you want to try to get this first phase down as quick as possible. I'm going to say it a few times because I know it's not going to sink in. And then once the first phase gets through, you burst through that 60,000 HP, that's when you want to start using all your big guns. We'll start bringing out Aeons, we'll start using our overdrives, so on and so forth. And we pushed him over. He does a little transformation. It's a little bit tougher. Let's take some time to enjoy this amazing boss theme. And he pulls a sword out of his chest. You know that's when shit gets real. So now his normal attack is a AoE that attacks everyone on the field, and it hits very hard. So do your best to not get yourself killed.
You won't beat me this time.
Alright, let's go ahead and cast haste on Yuna. The petrification gets rid of haste. Let's go ahead and use Orin's overdrive, shooting star. Let's go ahead and use a regular summon here. We have a few with the overdrives already. And this is why we save the pylons. So every time you kill one of the pylons, their health increases. So when they first start out, or the first time you kill them, they only have 5,000 HP. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. See, they only have 5,000 HP. With that being said, once you use the overdrive, it will kill both pylons. If you start killing the pylons throughout the first phase, they won't be so easy to kill, and they will start doing curse and a bunch of other stuff while it's already tough to fight the boss by itself. And that is his sword move. And his sword move is an AoE, hits everybody on the field. And as you can see, it's hitting the Aeon for 2,000. That means Yuna's probably getting one-shotted. So, be on your toes. You got somebody with low HP, other than lower than 3,000, I highly recommend using Protect or some other way of getting out of damage. So. we're going to go ahead and use Protect on Yuna. We're going to use Blitz Ace. You know what? Let's hold off on that. I want to get an armor break on there first. Use a cheer real quick. It should increase his damage too. It should also increase defense. Here we go. We want to use armor break here. And of course they use curse on Titus. We're going to be on Yuna. Let's go ahead and use a full-blown remedy on Titus. Get rid of everything. We need to get rid of his curse as well. And that's the AoE. So even with the Protect, you can see it hit Yuna for 1600. Not good. Another reason you want to take out the pylons, every time they use this power wave, it heals them for 1500. 1500 is not a lot, but there's 2 of them. And that's 3000 right there. And if they do it a second time, that's 6000. I mean, it builds up quick. So let's go ahead and use Blitz Ace. See if we can get this the first time. There we go, got it. Boom. Gotta like that extra damage. Let's go ahead and bring out another Aeon. Use its overdrive. I'm playing a risky game here. I probably should have healed up our party, but let's see what happens. All right, we could attack with Ornn, but what we're going to do instead is we're going to use a Mega Elixir. It is the last fight in the game. Doesn't hurt to use one. We will save our next overdrive for when the pylons become active again. So we're just going to go ahead and use a double cast on Braska. Or Braska's final Aeon, I'm sorry. We have him about halfway. Pretty good. That was pretty good. It missed Yuna altogether. I will take that. Go ahead and do our summon here. One reason is because he'll use his overdrive on the Aeon instead of our party. Yeesh. As you can see, he easily handles your Aeons pretty easily. You know, don't expect him to do too much. That's why you want to try to pop him out, do the AoE, and be done with it. We are going to save her Grand Summon for Bahama. As you can see right now, we brought Shiva out, but he's doing more damage, or they're healing him for more health than I'm able to do as Aeon. I'm only hitting him for 2,000, they're healing for 3, so I'm going to have to dismiss the Aeon to do more damage. I think what I'm gonna do is try to build Yuna's Grand Summon again. So what I'm gonna do is dismiss. At least the overdrive is done. And right before his next overdrive, I'm gonna summon Bahama and get that damage out there. And just like that, we're on the plus side. Every one flare, 4,000 damage. Try healing through that. Yeah, so like I said, you can only use the talk twice. Go ahead and throw a Kiraga on Orin. She gets to go again. So we're gonna do Grand Summon Bahama. Reason being is we want to take out the pylons and hopefully eat his overdrive. Not only that, but his overdrive hits for more than 10,000, so that's always a plus. Boom. So as you can see, we hit for 23,000. I mean, it was 22,700, but still a lot of damage being done. And just like that, Bahama is gone. All right, so he's down to 24,000 health. So hopefully we can do enough damage here. We already have haste. You could do cheer, get our defense up. I know it doesn't seem like a lot at this point in the game, but most of his attacks are physical, so if we can get our defense up and do more than they're healing for, we shouldn't have an issue here. I know he's below 10,000. I think we're about to have him. You gotta see though. That's 7,000. So I think this might be it right here. A sweet, loving embrace.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time I'm glad to have you as my father.
Sir Jack, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us! Yes. Here it comes!
Just when you thought it was over.
Yuna!
So at this point, you basically have to pick which of your Aeons you're going to summon and in what order. And essentially, without giving too much away, I'm gonna wait and summon it first. Hold on. They'll all be the long versions. And they'll be possessed by Yevon. Now they'll turn dark, and essentially you have to defeat every single one of your own Aeons. The only good thing is that the stats of the Aeons are the stats of your Aeons. So it only has 2,369 HP, which is very low. But you have to be careful because even though their health is low, usually their magic defense and regular defense and stuff like that are super high. So keep that in mind. You're going to be doing a lot less damage to your Aeons, but they also have very low health. So there are bonus Aeons, and we'll definitely get into that in the post-game stuff. But for the sake of this episode, we only have the 5. So once we summon the 5, you defeat them all. And compared to the, final Aeon, they're pretty easy to beat. Now you can go in order like I am, or you can go in any order really. Doesn't really matter, you just have to beat all 5. So if you want to take out the hardest one first, by all means go ahead and do that. But these stones, if you don't kill them quick enough, these stones will also increase their overdrive. And I mean, if you know your own Aeons, your overdrive will basically one-shot your entire party. So you don't want them to get their overdrives at all. I do like the retexture they did though with the being possessed. I think it looks really cool. You also just got to be careful that your Aeon doesn't actually get a turn, because if it does, your Aeons hit like trucks. So it'll probably one-shot anybody but Ornn. Or at least for me, because Ornn has about 6,000 HP. And last but not least, Bahama. So if you only played the story, Bahama is your last Aeon. If you went and did all the extras, you have to fight the extras as well. There are 3 other Aeons that you could get in this game, and like I said, we will definitely be going through that in the post game. But as of right now, we only have the 5 that came with the story. Now, Bahama would probably be your toughest fight just because he's quick, he's powerful, and he has the most health. But, as I said before, he's nowhere near as strong as Jet was. So, you should be fine. One flare will probably take him out. maybe 2. Ooh, got a nice crit there. Titus just one-shotted him. So with that being said, I believe there is one more thing that you have to do.
Everyone? This is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
Jeez, way to lay it on thick right there, eh? But I suppose he had to say something at some point. But as you can see, this guy has 9,999 HP. And you have no Aeons left. And this guy is not like super tough or nothing like that, but he does have Kiraga. And it heals himself. So, definitely not the funnest thing. See if we can double cast Flare on him. That did some damage. Seems like he's got a Kiraga as a counterattack. Ooh, you know what we could do? I'm not sure if it'll work. See, we can't attack with Titus right now. He's going to heal for more. So what I'm thinking is maybe we can put Shell on Yevon here. And every time he tries to heal himself, it should only be for half. Okay, well, he doesn't have an overdrive, but it is still healing him for 1,500, which isn't fun. But, like I said, now that he has Shell on him, he shouldn't be able to heal for as much. And he's definitely not able to, so there's that. It will reduce the damage that we can do with Flare and stuff like that. But it seems like that Gravage is actually doing damage to him as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring out Riku. We are going to use her overdrive. 2 Albed potions. We're going to use Magic Break. Haha, so you see? So we cast Shell and Magic Break, and now he's only healing himself for 3,000 instead of the basically 10,000. Unfortunately, the Power Wave still heals him for 1,500 even with Shell on, but I mean that's easier to power through than the heal was. So now between all 3 of them, they're only healing for 6,000. Titus is hitting for 7. We're on the plus side here. We did just steal all our mana though, but that's alright. We're using potions with Riku. So compared to the final Aeon, this is like the complete polar opposite. So this guy's basically using all magic, whereas the final Aeon was all physical damage. Plus, from what I can tell so far, there's nothing that he can use that will kill us. He's only been using the Gravija move, and that can only do a certain amount of damage. It will never kill you. Oh, never mind. I'm not sure if this will kill us. Oh my god, it will. Oh, thank god for auto life. Yeesh, that was rough. Unfortunately, auto life is only for the players that were in the battle at the start. Oh, maybe not. It's for everybody. And with the halo over their head, that means they still have auto life. So maybe this guy can't kill us at all at this stage of the game. Good to know. Or maybe it wears out eventually, but for now we can just keep attacking. I don't want to bring out Waka and see how much damage he does. Not really enough, but it's not bad either. We can use an overdrive. Let's do that. Oh man, look at that. That's some good damage right there. Oof. Take that. All right, so he's only got 26,000 left. Not a whole lot. Oh yeah, Gravija definitely hurts him too. That's good to know. Ooh, nice crit. Nice crit, Waka. We knew we liked you for a reason. There'll definitely be a big part in post-game, so will Riku, mainly because they're the only swimmers, and there's certain post-game things that require you to be able to swim. So, Waka is actually one of the best attackers in the game, mainly because his one overdrive wheel, which we didn't get into because we didn't do Blitzball yet, but we're going to be getting into that in the post game. So go ahead and finish this guy off. So if I'm correct, in the next turn, he's going to go ahead and use his ultimate again. He did it right after the Osmos last time, but I'm hoping he doesn't get another turn. Remind me of The Sims right now, where they're just standing in place cheering. Ah, yeah, oh.
Don't stop.
But
It's all right. It's been long enough. This is your world now.
Yuna, I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkand. Goodbye.
Hey! We're gonna see you again!
Yuna!
Yuna, it's time.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. Never forget them.
All you lovely people, I'm not going to make you guys watch the credits, but it's been a very fun and eventful journey. So with that being said, that'll be the end of this series. I'll definitely be posting post-game stuff, so if you want to see more of that, subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Take care.